Before the world knew his name, there was a night when his stomach was empty, his hands were shaking, and his mind was screaming just one question: is this it? Rain soaked the streets of General Santos City. The air smelled like rust and regret. He sat alone, listening to his own breath, wondering how someone could work so hard and still be this close to nothing. There was no crowd, no spotlight, no applause. Just a boy with bruised knuckles and a future that felt like it was slipping right through his fingers. And in that moment, quitting didn't feel weak. It felt logical. There was a time when no one believed in him, not even himself. He had chased hope until hope itself felt tired of running. Every single punch he threw in training felt heavier than the last. Every failure whispered, maybe this life just wasn't meant for you. People would look at him and they didn't see potential. They saw a risk, a problem, someone trying way too hard to escape where he came from. And deep down, in the quietest parts of his mind, he started to believe them. One decision, one night, and everything could have ended right there. No legacy, no glory, no name that anyone would ever remember. Just another dream buried quietly under the crushing weight of survival. Because success wasn't part of the plan anymore, survival was. He wasn't fighting for fame. He was fighting hunger. He was fighting the shame of poverty. He was fighting the chilling fear that his life would never become more than just pain on repeat. And the scariest part, he didn't know if he was strong enough. Then, something strange happened. In the middle of complete exhaustion, in the middle of suffocating doubt, a thought cut through all the noise. If I'm already suffering, why not suffer for something? That one simple question didn't change his life instantly, but it kept him alive. And sometimes, that's all you need. That's enough. He trained when his body begged him to stop. He showed up to the gym when no one was watching. He lost fights that made him question everything he thought he knew. Every loss felt deeply personal. Every failure felt painfully public. But inside, something was growing. It wasn't confidence, not yet. It was conviction. Around him, people laughed. They told him his style was all wrong. His body was too small. His chances were far too thin. And you know what? Maybe they were right. But they didn't know what desperation can teach a person. They had no idea what happens when a man has absolutely nothing left to lose. And here's the moment that changed everything. He stood before an opportunity that scared him more than failure ever could. It was risky, it was uncertain, and if he failed this time, there would be no backup plan. This wasn't just a step forward, it was a leap off a cliff. And that old familiar voice in his head said, if you fall hard. But then another voice, quieter, but stronger, replied, if you don't jump, you're already falling. That was the night he stopped fighting his fear and started fighting for himself. When the world finally began to notice, they saw the strength, they saw the impossible speed, they saw the heart of a lion. But what they didn't see were the nights he wanted to just disappear. The mornings he woke up hungry not just for food, but for meaning. The doubt that never fully left his side. Because confidence doesn't erase fear, it learns to walk with it. That fighter, that kid who almost gave up, it was Manny Pacquiao, the legendary boxer who always brings the heat. And by the time the world learned his name, he had already beaten the hardest opponent of his entire life. The voice inside that said he wasn't enough. He didn't become great because he never doubted himself. He became great because he kept going anyway, even when he was scared, even when he felt small, even when the odds laughed right in his face. And here's why this story matters to you. Because maybe your fight doesn't happen inside a ring. Maybe it happens in silence, in rejection, emails piling up, in unpaid bills on the kitchen counter, in a dream you're almost too afraid to admit out loud, even to yourself. And maybe, just maybe, you're closer to quitting than you want to be. But please, remember this. The moment you're in right now, the one that feels like the end, might be the exact moment your story turns. Not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger. You don't need perfect timing. You don't need everyone else's belief. You don't even need unshakable confidence. You just need the courage to keep going one more round. Because the world doesn't remember who almost quit. It remembers who stayed. If this story gave you even 1% more strength, please like this video to remind yourself that you're not done yet. Subscribe for more real stories that hit the heart, and comment below. I will keep fighting and mean it. Your story isn't over. Thanks for watching.